Welcome, guys, to episode 5 of the Eurocentrist. We are back, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the first 4 episodes. We had a great last episode.
We did have a great last episode.
You weren't here, but
you missed it. You
missed some real
you
ladies
missed some
killing
horny
some Nazis.
behavior. You missed some acting up. That's what you missed.
No badge.
You would have appreciated it, I think, because you really love and respect women a lot, very much.
I do,
especially when
if they kill Nazis.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's like marriage material,
exactly.
Right there.
Pretty much.
We had the same,
I told you,
we had
would
the same
really
attitude.
Like this episode.
And I like how you guys just realized that I wasn't here. Last episode was so great. Shame you missed out, though. But it was great.
Yeah.
It was
Bold move, assuming we're not doing it on purpose.
Tamas, we think you were always here.
Yeah, you're always with us in here.
In here, you're always here.
Yeah, because the desk is right there.
At 3, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot of Tamas and
just Photoshop him
in here at 3% opacity, so that he's like a ghost in the background at each episode.
He's a specter. That
exactly.
Yeah, one of those pictures where I'm like.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I'm always here. I'm like
you're behind that mask right there. Yeah.
In the fucking Soviet mask.
Yeah. No. The mask is a British.
Sorry, no, I meant the hat. Sorry,
yeah, the hat
I should have said hat.
Russian. Yeah. All right, guys. We're in episode 5, and I thought we have a special guest. Mm-hmm. Mr. Tamas Vamos.
Hello, everybody.
Very, very famous comedian guy.
Go on. I like that.
Very famous comedian guy.
Very big deal here in Vienna.
Exactly. The big kahuna, as the people say.
Yeah.
And
Kahuna.
I thought we would.
You got to live up to this by now, since we hyped you up so much.
Yeah, when is this episode dropping out? I might need a few more viral ones to make this kind of... But hey, everybody.
To solidify.
He took time out of his busy schedule to come be with us today. And
yeah, exactly.
We're going to do some history now.
Yeah. Boom, baby.
We do not know what we're going to hear.
Exactly. You guys don't know. I know a little bit. And our researcher Ben did his research while he was in Tyrol with his family. So he took actual vacation time. I took away vacation time from him so that he would read books instead.
He said, fuck his family, I'm going to do this.
Instead of hiking through the lovely Tyrolian mountains.
I mean, if there's anyone to do that, it's Ben.
But also, if you're from Tyrol, then you've seen all the mountains already. What else is there to do?
Oh, you overdosed on mountains?
You are done with
Hike
mountains.
them again?
Yeah, exactly. Like, fucking spend time with your family.
I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I wanted somebody special in the European history to cover while you're here.
Okay.
So,
Call the operator for the super perforator. Killing is our habit.
we are following Karl May.
Okay.
And this is part 1. So, I hope we will have you back for part 2.
Okay.
Because this motherfucker, or part 3, I don't know yet. It's gonna, no, because Ben did only the early part of his life.
How many papers do you have?
And that's 7 pages.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, the dude has a full life. Let's put it this way.
Good way.
The other guys didn't have lives.
And so that you can imagine, we finally have a use for our fucking case. This is Karl May.
With a 2-lensed monocle.
Exactly. Double monocle.
Double
I think those are
monocle.
just
Double pussy.
glasses.
They're not. Look at that. Those are not glasses. He's got the little thing. He is literally wearing a 2-lensed monocle. It has the same energy as a monocle.
It's like a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah. It does not have glasses energy. Look at that.
Yeah, but...
Tell me-
How can it be like a double barrel shotgun? It's like saying like this is a single barrel, double barrel shotgun. It's a different thing.
Look, that's his claim. That's not my claim. I'm saying, that's what Paul is wearing right now is a
But if you
double
have
lens monocle.
A monocle. And then you put another one on your other eye. Those are now glasses.
No, they're not. Look at
Glasses need the arms.
Exactly. They need the things.
Double lens monocles would be 2 lenses on the same eye. That's why it would be double lens.
Oh, is this
Monocle?
Wait,
Sorry. Mono in the name.
I get it. But is this the how would the snake wear the pants meme?
Oh my God,
would it wear it like this, or would it wear it like this?
It's literally like that.
Yeah.
We need another word for monocle that doesn't denote that it just has one thing. We just need it to have the same duocle.
A duocle.
It needs to have the same energy as like a rich dude from the 19th century or something.
I kind of started to like that now. The longer I look at it, look, he has
He's a
like,
good-looking
lines in
motherfucker.
his hair. Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's like,
he's a silver fox.
I like that.
Karl-
I kind of like that look.
Karl May.
Let's find out if he's
Might
a good
show
person
up to
or
a
not.
comedy show like
Karl May bang.
It's
you
too
know?
late. I've made my decision. I will look like that.
They all looked like that back then, though, Tamas. I don't know how to tell you
But
this.
he looked very sexy with that look. Everyone just copied him.
Probably.
Oh, trendsetter Karl May.
Yeah.
Let's find out if
Let's
he's
see.
worth thirsting over or
I
not.
feel like
Alright.
this is gonna be horrible.
Quote from the man himself, Karl May. I find no difference between God and devil. Who is worse? A God who, because of one single mistake of one single human couple, whose deficiency he as creator was even to blame for, throws millions upon millions of innocent human beings into misery, or a devil who now and then devours a disobedient human soul as fricassee?
This is just fuckable Friedrich Nietzsche.
That was very hard.
What
for
if
me
the
to
abyss
interpret.
wants to bang you back? I stared into the abyss and the abyss wanted to really suck my dick.
The abyss was acting up.
I had to
Abyssy.
put it in her place.
Pussy! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Oh my god.
I love some hot abyssy.
This is gonna be a long one.
This is gonna be a long one. This is already cursed.
But hey, what an edgelord.
What an edgelord indeed. Again, fuckable Friedrich Nietzsche.
It was very hard for me to listen and stay focused to that. It was one
Just
of
like
those
Friedrich
things.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely. But that probably even harder.
All right. Karl May is known and loved throughout the world as one of the best-selling German writers of all time. The author of various adventure novels set in the Middle East and the Old West. Most notably, his Winnetou books about the titular Apache chieftain and his white blood brother, Old Shatterhand. A less-known fact about him is that he also had a rich criminal history.
Ooh, okay. He's a bad boy.
Exactly.
See?
Maybe.
And
Okay.
he wrote a book about a dude named Shatterhand.
That's his self-insert.
Okay, maybe.
Karl
He must
May-
have had some skills with
I'm a
their
little-
fingers.
No, Karl May always wrote himself into his own books, and Old Shatterhand is just him.
I'm a little less attracted to him now.
Every time you read one of his books, you know, like there's completely inconspicuous, or like, and then the old Indian said, "Hey, have you guys heard about my buddy? He's like really strong and big and muscular.
He's the
He's
most
called Carl."
awesome white guy ever.
Yeah, he's crazy good. He has this, like, he invented this thing called glasses. They're basically just two monocles tied together, but he's crazy good, man. It's like, Carl, you guys gotta meet Carl.
My buddy
So anyway,
Carl.
back to Indian stuff. Like, completely inconspicuous mentions of himself in his books. Anyway, guys, do some more sit-ups to look like Carl. He has, like, crazy abs.
And like the biggest penis.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Karl Friedrich May was born to a poor Lutheran proletarian family on February 25th, 1842, in Ernsthal, Saxony, as the fifth of 14 children, 9 of which died in infancy.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
right?
no,
If you had 14 kids, you
Yeah.
probably have like 2 siblings. When
Yeah,
you're older.
Yeah,
exactly.
no,
Like-
this is, you're not gonna survive.
When was this? When were they born? Or
1842.
1842.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was still quite sucky.
Yeah, there was
Guaranteed
no
mortality rate.
insulin, there was no.
There was no nothing.
Then-
That's
yeah,
like
but-
They
just-
hadn't
Yeah.
figured out, had they figured out germs were a thing yet?
Well-
They knew that they existed, but not all doctors believed in it.
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
We had they hadn't figured out germ theory necessarily yet.
No, it was theory.
Yeah.
It was.
They didn't realize how factual
It wasn't-
was.
You know
Germ
this thing
practice
when
yet.
you cut yourself a bit and then your whole hand goes green and falls off?
It's not
That's
supposed to
God.
do that.
Thing that might be a reason to that, other than God.
Yeah.
You want us to wash our hands? How dare
That's
you?
a Hungarian guy, actually. He's called the savior of mothers. Semmelweis.
yeah.
And his groundbreaking thing was,
dude.
wash your hands.
His
yeah.
hospital is literally 50 meters away.
Yeah.
We can walk to his hospital.
Why would we do that?
I know.
I want to go on a field trip for the year.
To walk 50 meters to a hospital. Here, see, I wasn't lying. Okay, now back to the recording.
We're gonna wash our hands right afterwards.
Yeah. That was his groundbreaking thing. Wash your hands after handling dead bodies.
Yeah, so that
They were handling
moms
dead
won't
bodies
get...
and went to the mothers. And they're like, why are all these mothers dying?
Yeah. Why are all
Your
these
hands
babies
were
dying?
grimy.
Why do they need to have 14 children for only 3 of them to be viable?
Gotta admit,
5.
those who live...
Five.
Those who
Still,
live...
even that's lucky.
The immune system must be fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It had to be. People, you know the joke of like Victorian, there's like a whole meme of like, I'll go back in time and give a Victorian child like Pop Rocks or something that we had, like spray cheese or something.
Yeah.
And it'll instantly kill them. But that's like not true. Those motherfuckers were in like coal mines, like breathing like
But
pure
what will happen
sulfur.
is somebody coughs.
give you some shit.
and you will immediately die.
die.
You get the pox and die.
Literally.
But I think it goes both ways, no?
Same,
Theory,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
They get some shit from you as well
yeah.
that they're completely not
Yeah,
ready for.
you give them the common cold that got 200 years of extra evolution.
And it just
Will
runs
ravage
through them.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. His father, Heinrich August
Okay.
May. So his
Julius. Julius August May. Creative parents.
yeah, and here's your cousin, October.
Oh my God. Boo.
October Octavius.
Yeah,
Octavius. Oh my God.
All right. His father, Heinrich August, a weaver, was the bastard son of an unknown.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm quoting, that's Ben talking, and I'm quoting the church register here. Impregnator, that's how he is listed, and Karl May's beloved fairy tale grandmother, so named because she nourished the young boy's fantasy with biblical stories and other fairy tales.
I don't like the words young boy's fantasy being listed in a church document. I don't like that.
Why is that unusual?
No, I didn't say it's unusual. I just don't like the vibes. There's
That's just ammunition for future priests to more easily molest him.
Seriously, Ashley, you're surprised by the darndest thing.
I didn't say I was surprised. I said I didn't like it.
I don't even get it. What's the next thing? You won't like what? Rape and murder? What's like the
What are your moral
groundbreaking?
Controversial opinion, but I think people should be alive.
Really?
Generally speaking.
Which people?
Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, we got some controversial opinions.
All right, okay, so, and his father was also an ardent work and alcoholic.
It's just everyone was, though. That's
A work and alcoholic? Normally it's one or the other.
Oh, so they're addicted to both. I thought he just worked and he was an
No,
alcoholic.
he worked and drank.
Okay. Well, yeah, again, that was everyone.
No,
a lot of other
workaholic.
things to do, no?
Huh?
There's not a lot of other things to do.
Yeah.
Right, especially if
exactly.
you're a weaver.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
just like weaving and drinking while you weave, right?
Literally. You do this all the time. You gotta,
That's
like...
what I would do. If I could go back in time to these, I'd introduce them to weed.
They definitely knew about
Oh, they
weed.
had it.
Yeah, they definitely had... Or they
had
had
it.
drugs, for sure.
No, the cannabis.
Europe.
Yeah, cannabis was just
Yeah.
regular. My great-grandparents grew it on their farm.
Okay, I'd introduce them to like grade A 2022 seeds.
Then the new stuff. Yeah.
Introduce them to, like, synthetic shit.
Yeah, no.
That'll kill someone.
Some hash, just
Some
a hash
hash.
brick,
I
a
mean,
modern hash brick.
Which is almost ironic considering he's writing about the Middle East.
He knew.
He knew.
No one else. Everyone just
this-
like, why is he so chill all the time? Relax, man.
Have you ever heard of, what was the name again? What was the name of the guy that he wrote about?
Shatterhand.
Shatterhand.
yeah.
Hear about my boy
You don't forget
Shaq.
about Shatterhand.
Shatterhand.
Those hands shatter some pee. Because he's so good with the fingers. That's why they're good friends. 'Cause they're gentlemen. Pleasure the ladies, legendarily.
He could tickle the ivories. Okay.
Okay.
Karl May grew up with one older and 3 younger sisters in extremely poor conditions. He went blind shortly after birth, likely as a side effect of malnourishment. Holy shit. If you don't have enough food that your kids go blind. That's some real
carrots,
18th
man.
century shit.
If he's blind, why does he have the monocle glasses? What is that for?
But doctors were able to restore his eyesight when he
By
was
giving
4
him
years
a carrot.
old. Yeah, literally
Single
his
carrot.
food.
Yeah. Hey, try this. He's like, wow, I can see.
The best medicine.
Surprise.
Literally eating yourself out of a sickness.
Well, if your sickness is malnourishment, eating yourself out of it is literally
I'm
the only way to go.
prescribing 5 times McDonald's.
I'm giving
each
you a
week.
multivitamin, a
Yeah.
single multivitamin.
You're gonna be rise like Superman.
His father often beat him, and his sisters with a birch rod for the slightest reasons. Prevented Karl from having any extracurricular contact with his peers, and made him study all sorts of random stuff without any structure to it, and with zero regard to the boy's mental age.
This sounds like he wrote it himself, like he's complaining about his dad. He doesn't even let me do what I want. I have to study all this stupid shit. We're never gonna use this.
He said we don't have food, but then he was drunk all the time. Like, what is this bullshit?
Exactly. Fuck my dad.
Dad, stop drinking away the food.
Yeah. Remember, I went blind last time.
Son, I was weaving all day. I need this more than you do. I went blind. You don't have to weave all day when you need your eyes.
You don't need to see patterns. I do.
Makes sense. I'm on his side. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Including a book of German geography from 1808, so at that point 38 years old, which Karl had to copy in its entirety without actually understanding any of it.
Oh, God.
Now, this is German teaching right there. You have to copy this book exactly letter by letter.
I can't read. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah, this is not the exercise.
Wait, so what was he? Was he just like writing down like? Was he drawing
Symbols.
basically?
It's a geography book, so it's a lot of maps, I'm assuming.
You don't know. It's the 18.
Yeah, that's true. And if it's a map, you know, yeah,
It's not like-
Australia's
It does not look
Australia's
like
missing.
this.
Yeah.
It does not look like that.
No.
Just squiggly lines.
Pretty much.
Somebody just made up a few islands, you know. Who gives a fuck? Nobody
It's all
checked there.
skewed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
How did they draw backs? And they were like, ship, like with a ship sailing along the coast, and there was one guy with a piece of paper, like.
Just go
Okay,
on,
just a little
tracing
closer.
tracing it. The moment he comes home, I had to hold this for 3 months.
Yeah.
Such a bicep.
How else would you have done it back then? You know?
I mean, yeah. Being any kind of like Wissenschaftler back then would have just been a fucking
You
nightmare.
could just make shit up. Then
That's what
Most
they
did.
They literally just did that. Cryptozoology. And it's there's no coincidence that all that shit started around this time period. They just let anything be science.
Also, the rise of, again, certain additives to medicine, like
Have you seen
cocaine
A Million
and
Ways
stuff
to
like
Die
that,
in the
helped
West?
also immensely.
yeah, why
The
would
movie A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yes.
When the medicine salesman comes by,
yeah.
he's like, "What's in this?" Like morphine, codeine,
Yeah.
cocaine, heroin. And he's like,
What does it-
mercury and red flannel. And it's like, what's that? Pieces of red flannel, like a red flannel shirt. It's like, yes, thank you. That's
yeah.
All right. His father further made him study Latin, English, and French, none of which Karl ever actually mastered.
So he was dumb.
Wait, he can't read, but he could speak like 4 languages, or
No,
speak
he
4
could not. 'Cause none of them he could actually. So
None
not
of
only
it
could
stuck.
he not read, he couldn't speak any languages either.
So then what did he could draw it, basically. He
He's
could
like-
draw the
yeah.
languages.
He's like the 150 years old version of Weiss du diese. But he is famous. We're talking about him.
Yeah.
What, 180 years later?
As he himself described, my knowledge lacked a solid frame. I was a jellyfish with no support either inside or outside.
So he was spineless as well.
of all the medical problems that he's got, the fact that he's just a pussy ass bitch was his biggest problem.
Is this the end of the page?
Yeah.
Okay. Show me. I'm not gonna do. Look, it took it took this long.
Welcome to the show, Tamas.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Tamas.
To describe, he was a sickly motherfucker who wasn't particularly smart.
The big dumb
in any way whatsoever.
Welcome to history.
He's a himbo king.
That's
we love
one sentence.
Yeah. Welcome to history.
We know just
Great.
exactly how fucking much of an idiot he was and how bad his dad was.
But also, we had like 5 solid bits already.
Exactly.
So what are you complaining
Welcome
about?
to the fucking show.
I'm not
baby.
complaining. I'm just saying, like,
Holy
there
shit,
were
yeah.
different ways to phrase
All
this.
right.
No. We got so much from this. Though.
Yeah. He also had to read the entire Bible repeatedly and remained a devout Christian throughout his life.
It's like, you have to read the Bible again, but Dad, I can't read. Stop making excuses. These tiny details are not important. You have to read the Bible, okay?
How did he retain any of the information from the Bible if he couldn't read?
No, Lutherans all could read and write.
He couldn't read or write.
No, he could. He was just shitty at it.
Oh my god.
All right. Most interesting for our purposes, however, is that he found great joy in his otherwise bleak and lonely childhood in reading robber stories. He himself viewed this as the origin of his delinquency later in life and regretted that he fell utterly under the sway of the devil who lurked in those volumes. So he's blaming books.
He's blaming
for
video
robbing
games
people.
for school shootings. He's blaming video games for school shootings.
This is another.
book made me
you
do
just
it.
read that
No,
version, and I
chill.
deliver what he meant in modern talk. It's just like I robbed people, and because I got the motivation from the books.
No, this is.
And
I
you
read it online.
Yeah,
This
I read
is-
it online.
This is the South Park bit, the kill John Lennon, kill John Lennon. This is literally Karl May or whatever his name is.
Karl May, yeah.
Karl May.
After graduating from primary school in 1856, Karl joined the Fürstliche Schönburgisches Lehrerseminar in Waldenburg to become a primary school teacher himself.
To teach the young kids how to
Seriously?
rob people too. He started making his little army of thieves. I'm now starting a little side story with this as we go along his life. Interesting. Then he started pickpocketing in grade 1. Then major like little martial arts skills. Then sneak around.
Wait, heist movie starring this motherfucker.
Not bad, not bad.
Screenplay.
Everybody had to go to church because there's gold and stuff there. So you know they have to just,
Everyone goes to church in disguise so that they can case the joint.
They can like scrape some gold stuff with their fingernails and like collect it from there. Like it's a long heist
do
while
this
they get trained.
over the
like,
course
super
of 20
slow
years,
heist.
they get like mercury from their
20,
fingers.
Like 8, like just the gold. No, gold. And then, you know, you get a few grams every Sunday when they go, so that gets collected. And then the other stuff they steal from the people.
But think about how rich you would get from just scraping the gold for the last like 20
No, but they
years.
take from the donation, you know, when
That
they
too,
pass
that
the
too.
box around, they're the ones who take out.
Yeah, I'm not saying just that, but I'm curious as to how much they would have made just by like getting their nails done with gold, basically.
Well, who knows? Back then, if they
Oh,
had big
it
nails.
adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
I'm sure it adds up, you know?
Yeah.
It's like micro investing. It's like Bitcoin.
It's like Bitcoin. Yeah.
It's Bitcoin.
Bit by bit.
Have you heard about blockchain?
This is the blockchain. But no, tell me Karl May would not be a fucking Bitcoin
Oh,
guy.
easy.
He would totally be a
easy.
He's an
Bitcoin.
absolute
Oh, he
scammer.
would make NFTs of his characters.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
for
he
sure.
would.
Oh,
For
he has
sure.
characters now. No, but tell us,
No,
tell,
the
tell-
movies.
Tell us
The
about his militia.
All right.
About his little growing militia. Now I
All
want to
right,
know
he
what
became-
happened.
So
Yeah.
he became a primary. He wanted to become a primary school teacher himself, as his family lacked the financial means for a higher education. He initially wanted to become a doctor. Karl's criminal streak became also evident at the new institution. Quote.
I got it right. Look, his criminal streak. He
Yeah,
got
you-
caught. He was a bad teacher too. So he wasn't smart. He was
Breaking
sickly.
Bad!
He almost
Breaking Bad!
They almost let this man become a doctor. Could you fucking imagine?
Walter Weiss und Karl May.
No,
All right.
this is more like Better Call Saul, to be honest, though, because he's like a huckster by the sounds.
Yeah,
of
He's
it.
like a, starting to be a little fixer.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's starting to get caught with his kids. Okay. So he slits the throat of some teachers to chill the
to
chill
send a
tensions
message.
a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, this is amazing.
Okay.
Quote, in March or April 1859, he missed one afternoon mass. Hence, he was, according to the protocol of the teachers' conference, of weak religious sentiment. The lines between reality and fiction had been rather blurry since childhood for the poetically minded Karl. Now he actually denied his absence at the service when confronted. Thus his errant mendacity was chided in the seminar. To his superiors he was a ruffian. His disposition was rotten and his nature uncouth.
So he missed mass.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, you're not very religious," and his best excuse was,
No, I was there."
No, I didn't."
Yeah. I was
No, you missed it. We didn't see you there.
I was all the way in the back.
I was there.
I was all the way in the
I
back.
was there, bro.
No,
Didn't you see me?
he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
No, and he's stupid. I love how this sentiment keeps coming back up. He couldn't study, couldn't learn languages, couldn't learn to read.
Can't lie.
This is a dumb guy. He's not a good criminal. He goes to train the kids, starts getting caught, misses mass. I can't wait to hear more. Let's go.
I knew that you would love this dude.
I love a bad boy. I love it.
I love a stupid bad boy
He's
too.
such
You know.
a fucking idiot.
So you're not Walter White. You're more into Jesse. You know. Like,
Jesse could fucking get it. Are you kidding me? That man is gorgeous. But yeah,
All right.
we stand a himbo king.
All right, the true depths of Karl May's unscrupulousness, however, showed themselves shortly before Christmas, later that same year.
What's unscrupulousness?
It's like immoral behavior.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do whatever you want without feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
Years before, he had naively attempted to find help for his family's poverty by literally going to Spain, the home of one of his favorite literary figures, the gallant robber chief Rinaldo Renaldini.
That's not a real name. That's not a fucking real name. Your real name is not Rinaldo Renaldini.
Let me guess. He went there, but there was nobody there because the letter came from a Nigerian scammer.
No, he's either a Nigerian scammer or a fucking magician. Like, there's no in between.
What should I call myself, Ronaldo? That's great.
No one will believe that.
And then, okay, so he went there for the fake letter.
Mm-hmm. His father had stopped the grand journey after all of one day, finding him staying with relatives in Zwickau, about 25 kilometers from home.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm running away from you!
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go.
3-hour walk later.
I bet he walked for 3 to 5 hours and met the relatives and was like, "Is this Spain?" And they were like, "Yes." Like, okay. Is the Spanian?
He just didn't question that they responded back in German.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he doesn't know how to speak Spanish.
It makes total sense. I love this guy.
Yet this was nothing compared to the criminal feat he now undertook. Quote, what happened in the fürstliche Seminar? May's family home was too poor to purchase candles for the Christmas angels. Like Rinaldo Renaldini and later Old Shatterhand is in his own novels, Karl wanted to appear as the savior in time of need. In November 1859, his job as Lichtwochner was to supply the classrooms with lightning.
So
Wait,
he started off as
it is lighting. He's
not Zeus. He's not Zeus. Sorry.
This man
He started
can't
out
be
as a
stopped.
teacher.
He's electro. He's just.
He started out as a teacher, and then approximately a year, not even a year later, he was like, "Yo, can you just take care of the candles, bro?" Like,
He's like,
Yeah.
I got you.
yeah.
He stole.
And again, he almost became a doctor. They almost let him be a
He's a
doctor.
candle lighter.
He's a candle guy.
Yeah.
He's the candle guy. He's great.
He stole, as noted in the seminar's files, 6 whole lights with the total weight of 1 pound, hiding them in his suitcase in a secluded chamber of the seminar building.
Why?
2 of his peers.
Master criminal. This motherfucker.
2 of his peers, Gustav Adolf Illich and Erwin Maximilian Illing.
His
I
name
can't
is.
believe they didn't use abbreviations of their names. Like, what was the first guy's name? Gustav Adolf
Illich.
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 Like, guy.
Gish.
Is this,
Eilish.
Or Eilish.
is it like Eilish? Is this Billie
G-A-I.
Eilish?
Yeah.
Gustav Adolf Eilish.
Yeah.
That's guy.
Yeah, Guy.
Hey, hey, what's up, guy? And the other guy's name?
Erwin Maximilian Illing. So, Amy.
Amy.
Yeah,
See,
that
they
would
could
be
have thought
perfect.
like
Amy.
the Amy,
Yeah.
the guy, the.
But is this Billie Eilish's fucking great grandfather, or is it
Yeah.
spelled differently?
Probably?
But-
How was he dressed?
Oh,
Let's see.
Eilish is.
He's got his hair dyed
Yeah,
green.
what was he wearing? We need
He's
to
got a
see.
fucking sweater, and
We don't know.
we don't know. He's got Invisalign somehow.
All right. Okay.
Because I'm a bad
Shout out to my braces.
Okay, so two of his peers had noticed. They first kept their discovery a secret and then reported him without warning. So they waited and then they're like, fuck that guy.
What did they wait for? What
I don't
was-
know.
So now within his friends group circle, he was also like, fucking May. You know that guy who's just always spoken about as fucking? Like
Yeah,
if it was
that
you,
dude.
just like every time
Yeah,
when
yeah.
that guy shows up, he's like, fucking is here.
Yeah,
This
the
guy.
bastard May.
Yeah.
Bastard May is here again.
They were
Bastard.
talking about is remember that time when he stole like the fucking lights after he was like, yeah, fuck that man, I'm gonna report that guy. Yeah, let's fucking report that guy. So he was stupid,
Yeah.
dumb.
There's no
as
way he
fuck,
didn't
no
have like a
language,
nickname though.
Yeah.
They had a nickname. What do we think his nickname would have been?
Scumbag or something. It was
Candle
probably-
boy.
Candle boy.
There's probably something negative. Like
we'll put a pin in that.
Armleuchter.
Well,
Armleuchter in German would be perfect.
what is that an insult?
Yeah, an Armleuchter is somebody who's really dumb, but also somebody who's incompetent in their work.
Oh, okay.
But it's also literally the arm from a lamp that lights. So that would be
That would
perfect.
be
in
that would
German.
be the best one. Gotcha.
But
very practical, yeah.
Yeah, German.
Beautiful Beschreibung. I approve of
It's,
this.
What are you,
still
the-
smarter than anything Karl could fucking come up with.
Yeah.
all right, Headmaster Friedrich Wilhelm Schütz and the other teachers interrogated May sharply. Other misdeeds, including the theft of 2 thalers, so currency, were also laid at his door without any proof. Oh, so they are also like, let's chuck some extra stuff on
Yeah.
him that
And he
we
stole
don't
your
know.
shit, too.
Yeah.
Let's make sure he goes away.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna put this motherfucker away.
That's the old school version of like the modern U.S. police. Sprinkle some crack on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll plant a gun.
And for evidence on Karl.
They're just throwing a bag of cocaine in the car.
But
And
it's
they're like,
even-
what's that? Hey.
It's even better because it's just for the pettiest of reasons.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
This
But
is
it's
the
also-
smallest of small-time crime.
But also it's 1860, so they're like, cocaine, this is perfectly legal.
Yeah. So they're like, let's do money.
no, they took his cocaine that was on him. They instead of planting it, they took it. They're like, it's like taking $200 from his wallet or something.
All right. And in January 1860, the infernal character of Karl May was expelled from the teacher seminar due to his moral unworthiness for the job.
How was he still in the teacher's seminar if he was only like lamplighter boy for like
I don't know, man.
a year?
Yeah, was he a teacher and a lamplighter?
Yeah, he had the lamplighter as a side hustle, I guess. Because he was too poor to just pay for the tuition, I guess.
Yeah, but if he was a teacher, he gets paid for that.
No, he's not done yet being a teacher. He's in training to become a teacher.
Oh, okay, that's what I was
Yeah,
confused about as well.
So this man becomes a teacher. This man, this
He's
fucking
trying.
Or does he
dumbo.
does he become a teacher?
Well,
We'll
he's
find
trying.
out.
No, he
Fuck.
got expelled.
Yes,
Ah,
there we
good.
go.
Okay.
As May reports, quote, on those Christmas days, sacred flames within me were extinguished. Lights I had valued. I learned to I learned to distinguish between Christendom and its believers.
So it's not
Wake
your
up,
fault.
Because
it's
they
everyone
didn't
else's
forgive
fault.
him. Because
Yeah.
they didn't forgive him for stealing candles. And,
Oh, you slimy
You sheep.
little shit.
yeah.
You sheep following you guys should have been more.
Yeah.
And he
Bang,
started the
bang.
Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah. Fuck you! I'm gonna start my own church
Yeah.
This is the
hookers
first-
at cocaine.
with hookers, cocaine, and candles that I've stolen from the
Yeah.
fucking.
This is by the
From
way
the
the
teachers.
story of the first atheist. in Germany.
Yeah.
he definitely. I don't know why there's not a fedora in this picture right now.
Yeah, it should be. The double monocle glasses is the
Fedora of the
That's the
time.
19th century version of a
of a
fucking
fedora.
fedora. I could see
You don't
that.
need 2 monocles. One's enough.
Yeah.
Dude, I love North German names. They're all so stupid.
Yeah.
With some help from local priest Karl Hermann Schmidt. However, the young Saxon was soon allowed to continue his education at the Lehrerseminar zu Plauen in Vogtland, finishing in September 1861. Oh, he does become a teacher.
So he sucked the dick of a priest, became a teacher. Let's go on.
And getting a job at a school for the poor in Glauchau the next month.
Haven't they suffered enough?
So he continued training minions to steal shit because it's a school for the poor. He's like, let's go, baby. Back in the grooming business.
This is heist movie, baby. This is how it starts. Have those kids not suffered enough? They're fucking already, like, they lost all their siblings due to, like, typhus or whatever.
It's a dumb guy, but I respect the hustle. He's like, no, I'm going to become a teacher, teach the kids. Like, you got caught so many times because you suck at it. I'm going to become a teacher again. But 2 years later.
I should have called this Despicable May. This should have been called Despicable May.
You can still
too late.
I can still do that.
Yeah,
I can still do that.
This is not a live stream.
No, it's not. But also, is it not more reflective of the stupidity of like back then that they let him become a teacher?
No. The system has to be super fucked if they leave him be.
I think it's doing the same since as it is now. I made some teachers today where I'm like, wow, no.
Yeah.
That is true.
They don't really do background checks.
Yeah, so
true. We should get off our high horse a little bit.
I was nearly a high school teacher,
oh
so
God.
There's that.
The kids have definitely suffered enough.
Yeah, would have made
especially English and history. You know, like
an entire generation allergic to puns.
Now he's our teacher, personally.
I just
in tech stuff.
Finally, pupils I can say the N-word in front of.
Yeah, you do that all the time, Paul. What the fuck? Okay, we've been meaning to ask you, can you stop doing that?
Come on.
Because you do that so excessively.
I have a very specific version of Tourette's.
Yeah.
It only happens when the cameras aren't rolling.
Yeah, and there's a black guy.
It's so weird. Yeah. But you're wearing a kind of black t-shirt, so I confused him. It was like, Aislinn,
you're wearing black pants. What are you
but he doesn't see that.
Oh, that's a good point. Wait, he's wearing a black shirt.
It's not. Is it black?
Yes, it is.
It's black.
Yeah,
it's
but he doesn't want to self-hate. He just hates others.
No.
But before it was on his body, he was about to say it.
I'm more like, what's his name?
I'm wearing
Hannibal
the
Lecter.
shirt.
I'm like Hannibal Lecter. I love living in other people's skin, like that's all right,
okay,
there we go.
Well, that got dark real quickly. We were already talking about the N-word. It got worse.
All right. A school, so he's teaching at a school for the poor. A school where, according to Ingmar Winter, the children of the poor went to learn to view the fate of poverty as God's will.
What? Is this social Darwinism for Germans?
Yep.
The fate of poverty.
Is that it's God's plan.
And he's...
that you're poor.
He's teaching...
And that's the school's business model, is telling the poor... This is good.
This is good because it's God's plan. Also,
That's just
also join my online course. Thievery for beginners. Hustlers University.
Masterclass. Hustlers University.
What's the
Andrew Tate of the time? Hustlers University.
Yeah.
What's the episode of Rick and Morty where there's the heist con and there's the one, that's him.
Yeah.
It's him.
I don't remember that episode.
The one where it's like, your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Do you remember this?
No.
Oh, fuck.
It's season 4, I think.
It is season 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know this.
Yeah, good enough. All right. He lost the job 12 days later for kissing his landlord's wife.
I'm screaming.
Player.
Wait.
Starting to like this guy more and more.
Tamas is falling in love.
And I want you to know.
He's managed to achieve so much with so little.
This was all probably still before he was 18.
1861.
Wait, how old is he?
Wait, he's 18.
There's
19. He's 19.
I'm a hustler, baby. And I want you to know.
But wait. Why is he fired for kissing his landlord? Does he live at the school or?
His landlord's wife.
His landlord is also his employer?
No, his landlord's wife. He kissed his landlord's wife, not the landlord.
I know, exactly. But I figured it would be the landlord.
Tend to be pissed if you,
And again, he's uncouth and all that.
So people found out about it.
I'm guessing. All right,
okay.
quote.
Well, no, he was just pissed because nobody found out about it. Come on, of course.
He doesn't want to spread the rumor himself.
I don't even know how to make fun of this. This is already perfect.
Yeah.
This is
I love him.
quote. May's private piano lessons, approved of by the husband, encouraged the romance. This is like a porn.
He got cucked.
He got private lessons from the landlord's wife, and he's like, gotta tap that.
Wait. The landlord's wife is teaching him
piano.
Well, there's no way he's teaching the landlord's
But
wife.
the husband was like, yeah, teach May some piano lessons. It's gonna be great.
And May was like, I'm gonna teach you.
I'll talk about fingering. I'm gonna teach you how to finger
Let me show you my skills.
I'm ambidextrous for a reason.
With all 11 of my fingers.
It would seem the artistic teacher knew better than the demure spouse how to make Henrietta's soul swing and her strings ring.
See?
This
so he was good at
better.
it. Yeah.
This was better than what we were saying.
Yeah.
By a significant margin.
But this is literally the premise of any porn, is like, you get private teaching lessons.
From a hot stepmom of the
I was
best friend.
I was gonna say, they need to be related, otherwise this isn't modern porn at all.
Yeah, this is just 80s porn at this point.
It's just 80s
All right.
retro vintage porn.
All right. Mike quickly found a new job at a factory school in Alt-Chemnitz, near Chemnitz. Thanks, Germany.
Totally know where that is.
He came in contact with one of the worst ills of capitalism, the exploitation of children in the textile industry. The pupils were no fairly grown-up workers, but 10 to 14-year-old children. They had to work 10 hours a day and then suffer extra occupational education, especially of the religious kind, in a dreary attic room.
So he had a sweatshop.
He worked at a sweatshop.
Oh, he worked at a sweatshop. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, wait 2 more pages and he's gonna become the leader.
Yeah. He's a hustler. You know? I mean, he's gonna start.
He's gonna
started working there to work his way up.
He's gonna throw one of the 12-year-olds into the machine as like an insurance scheme or something like that. Okay. Aside from the fact that he tried to hide the circumstances of his previous premature dismissal from his new employer, May managed to remain free of further criminal charges for over a month. But at Christmas, why is it always Christmas? His roommate, Julius Hermann Scheunpflug.
That's not our fucking real name. Shut the fuck up. These are not real names.
Scheunpflug.
An accountant at the same factory Karl was a teacher at, reported him to the police for the theft of his pocket watch, pipe, and cigar holder. May was arrested on Christmas Day at the Christmas fair, according to himself, or on the 26th, while playing billiards, according to others.
A Christmas miracle.
I'm saying he's bullshitting and he was playing billiards and they arrested him.
Yeah.
That is clearly what really happened. But I love that he robbed his roomie. He took his watch, pipe, and cigar holder.
This guy must have had the shit kicked out of him so many times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a miracle he didn't die from the shit kicking, considering he couldn't fucking see because of the lack of nutrition. Surprised he's still alive.
Yeah. May denied the crimes, claiming that he had been borrowing the watch as he couldn't afford one of his own, and simply forgot to give it back before departing for his Christmas holiday.
He stole my watch. No, I didn't. I borrowed it.
And I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to give it back to you.
He's special now?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you were not at the mass. Yes, I was. Right? Come on.
No,
we have a history of shitty
I feel like he would pretend to be special.
You kissed the landlord's wife. No, I didn't.
No. No.
Caught you. Fucking. Well, you said kissing.
I kissed her with my penis.
Technically,
I did a little with the mouth.
Technically, she was
incredible.
Fucking me. She is me.
I was backing onto it and all, you know.
Oh my god.
At his arrest, he said he was so shocked that he behaved like an actual thief.
Wait, who is shocked he behaved like
He
himself about himself.
Upon arrest, he was so shocked he behaved like an actual thief. Because that interrogation, they asked him, like, hey, why did you behave like a thief then? Because I was, really shocked and stuff. Yeah.
This is the most self-lying ever. This is perfect.
He's terrible.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm having difficulty understanding how this could even work.
He committed the insanity of denying possession of the watch. Yet, when they searched for it, they found it. Thus, the lie destroyed me rather than saving me.
So it wasn't he borrowed it and forgot. He had to change his story.
He just yeeted it. And was like,
fucking believable.
I love him.
What an idiot.
I love him.
Fucking imbecile.
It is seen as likely that May's version of events is roughly truthful, at least as far as the watch is concerned. Yet he was still sentenced to 6 weeks in prison. Man, for stealing a watch, going to prison for 6 weeks.
I think they gave him like several extra weeks just for the lying, just for how bad it was.
Also, we forget it's the 1840s. Yeah. Watches are still pretty fucking expensive.
True, and also
6 weeks is not that bad for a watch. I mean, I feel like nowadays you can still watches that you'll probably go away for 6 weeks for. I don't feel like that's like a terrible trade-off.
True, probably.
Like if I break the window of a thing and steal like a Philippe Patek or whatever, and you find it on me, and then they just go like, okay, 6 weeks of prison. First of all, it's Austrian prison.
It's not that bad.
Second of all, it's like what, a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as far as prison sentences go,
that's not that bad. That's true.
Pretty fucking
and like oh no, he's not a minor. I was gonna say if he was a minor, then he'd have that expunged from his record by the time he turned 18.
But if
I don't think in 1850 or 1860
that's true. They probably didn't even have
German law was the same
if I had to commit a crime and try to get away with it for like a month or something, and this was what I chose and get caught, 6 weeks of prison, not the worst.
Yeah,
Andreas,
fair enough.
6
but
months.
Still, stealing
terrible.
From your roommate?
6 weeks? Yeah, that's shit, yeah, but he's a slime bag. We know that already. Like,
he's a slime bag and a terrible criminal. That's the most disrespectful.
Not smart, yeah.
That's the worst part. He's not even good at it.
He was still sentenced to 6 weeks in prison, and his teaching career was ended for good.
Yeah, good.
This event was fairly traumatic for Karl, hitting him like a blow against the head, under whose force one breaks down. And I broke down.
You know that meme when the guy's riding a bicycle, puts the twig in the front wheel, falls down and blames someone completely?
Literally, that's him.
Yep. There's like the fourth different time. Now, go.
As he put it, quote, the thought of the shame that had befallen me and the heartsickness of my poor parents and siblings drilled itself so deep and so devastatingly into my soul that the latter caught a serious and dangerous disease. I brooded on revenge.
This guy is like a Twitter notes app apology guy.
He's not.
Like with the flowery language and everything. Like this guy just no shame. Like absolutely no shame.
Karl's appeals for clemency only delayed his sentence, which he finally served from September to October 1862. Despite his alleged thirst for revenge, he longed to take revenge on the police, revenge on the judge, revenge on the state, on humanity, on everyone in general. A terrible revenge, something never seen before. All of a sudden is Alex Jones. Sorry.
Why is he so...
Take revenge on the police, revenge on the judge, revenge on the state.
Then he's like, I'm going to puncture all the police cars' tires. Then he's like, it's 1860, there's no police cars yet. Fuck.
The horse.
They don't have
puncture all the horses. Remove all the metal little horseshoes.
Yeah. I'm gonna loosen all of them.
He's boosting a horse.
Yeah. But all of them, all the police forces' horses.
The horses are on bricks.
Yeah.
Wait. Since Stalin used to be like a stagecoach robber as well, imagine that heist movie. The team up of the century.
Stalin.
That would be so fucking funny. It would be it would go wrong so quickly.
May would be the idiot who's always the distraction getting caught.
Yeah.
It would be so fucking funny.
And then Stalin actually
runs shit. And
No, I mean that'd be an excellent like dynamic. Like you could do like a buddy cop.
You know, like the Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
Movie, the Brothers Grimm. That totally works. The idiot and the proper MI6 high class agent.
Exactly. I'm gonna write a screenplay now. Let's write a screenplay every time. Just for the record, Tamas, every time we do an episode of this show,
we want to write a movie.
Actually, after like one season, you should put all of those things together and make it all in one movie. Because that will be like
the
one epic movie.
Movies.
What is this, Cloud Atlas? Like we're gonna tell like a million stories.
No, but like try to like all put them into one story, into different stories. Like like Snatches could all be like,
okay.
It has all different scenes and all of them are.
But then we need
genius.
also somebody who actually can make the movie.
We're calling them
people. We'll be big enough with this show, and then we can get all the funding.
All right.
Get in contact with us.
Bitches.
It took May a full 21 months before he got in trouble with the law again.
Hey, not bad.
Basically, a new record for him.
That is impressive.
Because he was in prison?
Yeah.
No, because that was only
And then he was out, and then we was out, and then for 21 months.
What did he do?
His anus was hurting.
According to his own reports, decades later, Karl May developed a serious psychological disorder, or 3 in this time.
Because of the raping.
Or 3, like 3 different ones.
Either 1 or 3 serious, feeling dissociated from his own person, hearing voices, writing about a dark personality taking over, and forcing him to do bad stuff.
That second and third one is definitely the prison rape PTSD. The dark voice making me do dark things in the dark room, and I don't want to. Then I feel like disassociated with. I don't know who I am. My ass hurts so much, man. All those 3 are definitely due to
Lass
prison
mich mal
time.
den Penis reinschummeln.
He became
Sexy
the Joker.
prison rape, sexy talk.
It turned him into the Joker.
1860s. Yeah.
He is the Joker now. He's been Joker-fied.
But he's not a clever Joker, because it only took him 21 months.
No, he's just chaos, no brains or anything.
Now that was going to be his big return. He was Jokerified, and then for 21 months he was planning his big return and got caught immediately.
Exactly.
And not even by Batman.
Yeah,
like, just like a third grade Batman.
like a
beat
pedestrian cop, you know.
Yeah,
like.
a beat cop.
Ledermann.
A fleet on
He's like, how did you catch me? He's like, you told everyone about this for the
Literally.
past 21 months. Like, all you could talk about was your heist.
how you were gonna...
You took an ad out in the newspaper.
Yeah. We knew. We knew. You know?
Come on.
All right. Some wonder to what degree May, who was fairly familiar with the psychological science of his time, made up these claims in order to deny any actual guilt in his crimes. But the fact that such forms of insanity were very much a recurring theme in his novels suggests that there was at least some truth to them.
I don't know if I agree that that's enough of a reason to believe that there's truth to that. He could just have a wild imagination and realize,
he definitely has a wild imagination.
Yeah,
we know that already.
And maybe he finally realized, I could just tell people I'm crazy and that's how I get away with shit. The
a lot of
smart
kids
idea
in
he's
TikTok
had.
do that nowadays, and it seems to be working, at least to get followers.
Yeah.
It's a tale as old as time, dude. I mean, like, anyone can do that. I don't think that means there's any truth to... I mean, maybe he could be. I'm not gonna, rule that out completely, but I don't think that that's enough of a reason to believe that he was actually mentally ill. I mean, there's definitely something wrong with him, but you know what I mean?
I mean, if 9 of your siblings die, that doesn't help, you know?
I'm sure you can make people believe you have some mental illness when you're him at that time and all that, but with that streak,
no,
I think
absolutely.
we can agree.
I don't think
He just
There's
loves crime.
no
I think he just
fucking
likes crime.
way.
I think he just is the Joker, but really
bad at it. It's like
He's
a knockoff
incompetent
Joker.
Yeah.
At one occasion in Leipzig, he, although I needed nothing of the sort, bought tobacco and left without paying.
So he didn't buy tobacco. He sold tobacco.
I bought tobacco.
That's not how buying works.
Bitch.
That's not how
This is
that...
alternative buying.
He doesn't know that.
We're disrupting the industry by finding a new way of buying. It's called stealing.
It's not how anything works. Like, I went to eat at a restaurant. Now, what did you eat? Well, I ordered the food and left. So you then did not...
Dine and dash. No,
That's
I
something
love
else.
him. I love the mental gymnastics.
He's gonna start a master class on a new way of currency, a new form of economy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the honor
we
system.
take
It's called the 5-finger rebate system.
And then instead of like, when you usually pay for stuff that you want to buy, instead of that, you can just like not do that.
You're a genius.
But have the stuff anyway.
How do you come up with this?
I mean, duh.
What is this?
brain
The
time.
fucking underwear goblins from South Park? Step 1, steal
Yeah.
underwear. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit.
Profit question mark.
Well, okay, so he
All
stole
right.
tobacco. What did he do?
All right, as he wrote many years after the fact, quote, how I managed that feat I cannot say anymore. I probably did not know back then either. For there is no doubt to me that I could not possibly have acted in clear consciousness. I do not remember anything about the subsequent trial, neither in detail nor as a whole.
You stole, dude. Shut the fuck up. You stole.
And
that's all
convenient.
happened. You
and,
stole.
quote, there were weeks in which it got completely dark within me. Then I hardly and often not at all knew what
Then
I
I
was
stole
doing.
a lot.
In such times, the light figure in me completely disappeared. The dark creature led me by the hand ever nearer to the abyss. I was supposed to do... abyssy.
Shut the fuck up.
I was supposed to do this and that which was forbidden. At the end, I only resisted as in a dream.
So you stole a lot because you're a piece of shit. Stop. Shut the fuck up. There's no... This is like...
What
I think
inner
feels
dream?
like... He's like the first toxic Gen Z.
You're gonna blame this on Gen Z, even though he's literally like centuries old, been dead for 2
he
centuries.
is behaving exactly like all the terrible Gen Zs are behaving like today. It's never
not-
your fault.
What-
It's
no,
never...
no,
I'm
what-
not saying you.
I'm saying it's not unique to Gen Z.
No, but in this case, that I understand what you're meaning. What
It's always deflecting.
What are they called?
Never-
Like generous licks or devilish licks or something
don't
like
know
that?
what you're talking
It was
about.
a whole TikTok trend of Gen Z people of just steal stuff from the school and then post it on TikTok. It was a whole thing.
I mean that's been going on for like since the internet's
No,
been
but that's
around.
just a stupid trend. But I just mean like
It
when they
comes
do
up
like
every 5 years.
nothing's my fault. Everything is something else's fault. There's no such thing as personal agency. There's like I'm just with the flow. I have no control.
Thank you guys for coming to the Eurocentrist podcast, where I am joined by both of my old boomer uncles who are complaining about the kids. I'm
The generation that you're in sucks. Now, you might not, but you probably know this better than we do because you're in the generation.
No,
We are just the two old men like from across the hill, just like
Yeah. You guys are like,
oh shit, they
"Those
really
dark
suck.
Look, I'm not.
Ugh. And
look,
now we're here with Gen Z, and now we're here like,
Look,
you
I'm not-
guys suck, right?
I'm
not
not-
you, but you guys suck, right?
I know what's wrong with this, but it's the law. I gotta defend Gen Z. That's the law. But it's again, it's not
But you
unique
get my
to
point.
us. Yes,
All right.
I do get your point, but I don't think it's unique to Gen Z.
No, it's not
as
unique.
evidenced by this guy.
It's not unique because everybody does it, but
Yeah.
you guys just do it like so much more.
we
that
just do it
kind of
louder.
yeah,
We do it louder. I think that's the difference.
and you
really.
see it more. Again, the internet
Exactly.
helps, so you can see all that.
Exactly.
Again, I don't even want to know, like in the 60s and 70s, the hippie.
Oh, there was
bullshit they
all
came
kind of
up with.
crime.
Yeah,
Literally all kind of crime.
yeah. Like the way you could just murder somebody and then nobody would ever find out, and they're like, "What happened to Karl? Oh, he just disappeared one day and never came back."
Don't even get me started on murder in the 60s because I can't help but think about like the Charles Manson case where literally the LAPD.
It was so easy.
It was so no DNA evidence. What the fuck is that? I'm just gonna there's blood on the elevator door. Oh, I'm just gonna push that with my bare hand.
Well, just like it's not even that, but gun regulation minimal.
Oh, they don't
no
give a shit.
cameras anywhere,
Nothing.
no satellites,
No registration.
phone tracking, no, just like
People get in
we tried
strangers'
calling you. I
cars.
wasn't home. Where were you? Somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, no social services to check on, the compound
Yeah.
with the children on it, where you might want to check on the welfare of those,
It must have been so easy
Yeah.
to
Let's
commit.
hang out with the Beach Boys and commit crimes
Yeah,
together. That's what we're gonna do.
Wasn't Manson on like a B-side of somebody famous?
He was in the Beach Boys, yeah.
No, somebody else too, like another.
Probably, but but he was literally like he did a demo for the Beach Boys.
Yeah, that is that
he
is one thing.
basically about as much of a Beach Boy as John Stamos was in the 80s. Charles fucking Manson is a Beach Boy. He's
Oh, that would be a great band, Manson and Stamos.
no.
That
It would be like Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, exactly.
or Carl and Stalin.
But a little tweak.
yeah.
Let's get back to Carl
All
and
right,
Stalin.
yeah.
Or just Carl.
This was a great detour, though. In spite of this dramatic account, Karl's actual crimes remained minor. He did become a criminal and regular rascal, committing various thefts, not least out of financial need, and mischievous, reckless pranks, but he never directly harmed anyone. Quote, the delinquent May demonstrated criminal energy, but he was never brutal and violent. A curious mix of tragedy and comedy, of seriousness and play, as at the basis of his deeds.
He said he demonstrated criminal energy.
You're just giving really criminal energy right now.
Yeah, exactly. They're like 1860s, like, I don't like your vibe. What about May?
Criminal energy.
Well, it's like your vibes are
your
not
vibe
positive.
check is
It's
just
like
not-
all these criminal energy.
Yeah.
I just can't have that. This is just too toxic energy. I can't have it in my life right now.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
You,
Okay.
at least he wasn't like fucking motherfuckers up. I mean, he was fucking. We've established he was fucking.
We don't know who he was fucking.
No, we
At
know
least-
a little
at
bit of
least
who
the
he was
landlady.
fucking. At least the
Wives.
landlady. Other people's wives. He breaks like marriages and the law, but he doesn't break like spines or
hearts.
Or he. Well, we don't
Except
know.
for
that.
his own with his own shortcomings. We're just like, I committed 9 crimes, got caught for all of them.
Himself.
Committed 9 crimes, got caught for all of them, which breaks my heart. It's like, really?
Do be better at crime, then. You doing it so much, you'd think you'd improve, you know?
Feels like it's a hobby for him to go. So.
All right.
He's a fucking casual. He's a casual.
He preferred the playful, quirky, cunning. A passion for antics, masquerades, exchangeable identity is evident.
He's just a quirky boy, you know?
Yeah.
He's just
Here's a
quirky
full
boy
account
Alex.
of his misdeeds at the time. Quote, he was driven and roved about around the Saxon earth. Society had rejected him.
For a reason. Yeah.
Wait, what was it? The Sext and Earth?
Saxon.
Oh, Saxon. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, what else was he doing?
Again, Germans write weirdly, especially
Gotcha.
back
Sex
then.
with the earth.
That's
Anytime you want like a
May
mole
I?
hole.
that's the things he's deflowered. Oh, God.
All right.
I take that joke back already.
All right. In the mask of a conman, he revealed its weakness and vulnerability. On July 9th, 1864, the dark creature led him to panic. He arrived motivated in the small townlet northwest of Chemnitz. As an eye doctor, a former military man, and physician from Rochlitz, he impressed his fellows.
Oh, no.
So he lied
He
again.
did
Yeah.
become a doctor then.
He called himself, Waggery can already be seen in the name, Dr. der Medizin Heilig.
No.
Yes.
Heilig.
Which, for our non-German speaking audience, that means like
Holy.
Dr. Holy.
Dr. Holy.
Dr. Holy.
Dr. Holy. Literally, he should have his own TV show.
It's like Dr. Drew.
Yeah, or Dr. Phil.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz.
Yeah, no,
Dr.
he's definitely Dr.
He's
Oz.
definitely Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
But he
Dr. Holy. Dr.
Yeah.
Love. Dr. Love.
In his case, Dr. Hawes.
Dr. Oz. But the fact that we're even still entertaining the idea that there is a like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation with this motherfucker, and the fact that he's an eye doctor despite the fact that he was fucking blind like
That
15
is-
minutes ago.
And now he's not.
I healed myself.
You bet your ass he said
You're
that.
missing the point.
He
Yeah.
definitely said that.
Oh, that was probably
He
yeah.
absolutely said that.
According to a later profile, he wore glasses and showed friendly, suave, and smooth-talking behavior.
Those are not glasses. Those are not glasses. He's a fucking liar. We can't trust him. He's a fucking liar. You cannot trust him. That is a double monocle. I will die on this hill. We can't trust
Well,
this
I
motherfucker.
hope you're prepared to die because it feels like I shot you down an hour ago when before we started.
Yeah,
even.
exactly.
I was like, double monocle? No. And you were like, yeah. And I was like, no. And I
It's
was like,
not. It's not glasses. That sure as hell's not glasses.
I go
right.
according to scripture, madam.
What, written by Dr. Holy? You're gonna take the word of Dr. Holy?
Well, he sounds like a trustworthy guy with that name. I think I'm...
I would definitely let him check out, do a physical on me. All right.
He's done a lot of physicals in his
Yeah,
time.
tell me you
All
want to
right.
get physical with that guy.
All right. The doctor ordered a pair of trousers and 4 more articles of clothing at a tailor. After 8 days, he came for collection. At this occasion, he examined a young man suffering from an eye disease at the tailor's request. He gave the man a Latin language prescription and himself the veneer of scientific education. The good doctor dabbled with knowledge, disappeared under the pretext of having to get an instrument necessary for diagnosis, and forgot to pay for the clothes with a total value of around 40 thalers. On December 16th...
I thought it was like you saw a kid who had like an eye disease and he was like, sorry, I'm on a break.
He's smoking a cigarette with the stolen tobacco.
I'm on holiday, I'm sorry.
The doctor won't see you now.
How about next week? Hey.
Yeah.
Boy, it's a shame because I won't see you either. I got this eye disease.
Yeah.
Have a carrot.
A carrot.
Foresight is 2020, kid. All right. Boo. On December 16th, 1864, our prodigal son, acting even more shrewdly than in panic, went on the hunt a second time. With a bold expression and a steady hand, he showed himself, as that many a hero in his novels, as a lucky trapper. In Chemnitz, at the inn Zum Goldenen Anker, he rented, fitting for his sinister purposes, 2 connected rooms. As seminar teacher Ferdinand Lose from Plauen, great fake name.
Plauen.
Oh, he's doing some Plauen later.
Some Plauen. Oh my god.
You know what it is.
He had the furrier Oscar Nappe make him various ladies' furs on behalf of his ailing headmaster. Left town with his prey and went on the run. So he stole some fucking ladies' pelts.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he stole some ladies. He kidnapped
He's
some
upping
people.
the level.
Yeah.
He's getting up there.
I'm snatching that pussy.
Shut the
I'm from watch to clothes to now women. That's proper escalation.
All different
of a thing.
objects.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to make
Your
that
words, not mine. Everybody heard it.
As far as they're aware, that's the same thing at this time. Yes.
I
For
call
another
this-
100 years,
Yeah.
probably.
Until literally now for some people.
I call this a classic double snatch situation. All right.
For Paul, clearly. That was a misogynistic remark.
All right.
Snatching
quote.
up my rights real quick.
May's escape route led through Freiberg, Nauslitz, and Dresden to Leipzig. He deliberately put the pursuers off his scent, deceiving the investigative authorities skillfully and successfully, e.g. with a fake telegram to the Leipzig police.
Wait. What a fake telegram. Is this like the 19th century equivalent of like getting a police scanner?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The
We got a
suspect,
code.
the
The suspect is moving north towards I-40 or whatever. You can just do that.
But that's the first smart move he's done.
Yeah, with
Literally.
a fake the hoodlums in his novels also used such methods. So
he's not that smart. He's like, guys, I have this one.
So even in his
I
most
read this in
clever
a book
moments,
once.
No, he would
it's
have
plagiarism.
he would have a TikTok account where it would just be like, guys, here are some 5 tips that you need to have for stealing and getting away with crime.
And then the video ends.
No.
And
He gets arrested by the end of the video.
he gets swatted.
FBI, we got him.
This is a crime life hack.
How to get unlimited food for free forever.
This is this one simple trick, and you get free tobacco for the rest. We're revolutionizing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Watch tobacco close women.
How to
So
get, how to
he
get
leveled down before close a bit. He was just like, I don't know. I had to gauge my level a bit.
He's a pickup artist seminar next. That's the next grift, though.
Want to teach me piano?
All right. On February 28th, 1865, he reached Gohlis, a suburb of Leipzig. He had sold his stolen goods from Chemnitz in the meantime for 41 thalers, less than half their worth. Well, it's stolen goods. You have to, get rid of that. Some of the clothes from Pennig were still in his possession. In Leipzig, the future old Shatterhand allowed himself his third verified scam. On March 20th, 1865, he cheated the furrier Friedrich Erler, now as Hermes Kupferstecher.
Hermes copper sticker.
Copper.
Hider. Or
No, the Kupferstechen is like for printing and stuff like that. When you
I know
make
what you're
like a
talking
copper
about.
plate and you put like dots in it, then you put liquid on it, and then you place a paper on it.
What is that called again? Fuck.
branding in a way, maybe stamping, branding.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's a type of replicating art.
Okay. I thought it was
because you can make one painting that way, and then you just print 20,000 of them
When
with
you
the
said
copper plate.
I was thinking like when you guys, I don't know if this is a thing in Europe, but in the US they have like, you go to a zoo and you put like a penny inside and they give you like a...
Yeah, stamp machine that we have the same thing.
Okay. Was it like that, or am I thinking of something completely different?
No, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then just...
No, it's like
It's like
a giant sheet of copper,
Gotcha,
you push in with a needle or a hammer or something like that. You make grooves, and that's
just the name of the guy.
But still, that's funny that he picks that. You know because Kupferstecher were traditionally also people who
were honest,
totally honest, and didn't make plates
crimes,
with which you could print money.
But also
that's not totally the same skill set.
It's not also that ridiculous to think that all of his fake names would, just be things that he was already familiar with. Like his dad was a weaver, so
it was fake names. Was already like names that he got caught with doing. He's I'm the tobacco thief. Why? That's my name. Why is that?
Call me Smokey.
Yes. The Uadib.
The original thief.
The original thief. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would.
All right. So his name Hermes Kupferstecher is the god of thieves and king of swindlers. He very cunningly relieved the trader of a beaver fur worth 72 thalers. Using a Frau Bayer as an unsuspecting intermediary, he sold the beaver fur on March 23rd at the pawn shop, which had already been notified by the police.
Wait, so the
they
pawn
were
shop
onto him already.
No. Imagine being like the police working this case, like the sting operation. Imagine being like on a stakeout, watching this dude just do the most amateur.
Goes May again.
The most amateur, like.
For them, it's an easy payday.
Literally,
they're like, oh, this is so great.
This retard again.
We don't have to actually follow a murderer or somebody who's gonna fight back.
We get popcorn. They don't even have popcorn yet, but we're gonna invent it so that we could watch this guy be a fucking idiot.
On March 26th, May attempted to collect the proceedings from Frau Bayer with the delivery man Müller as middleman. Müller received no money, but the necessary elucidation. That same afternoon, Hermes Kupferstecher was caught by law enforcement. Fate caught the vagabond in Rosenthal, a park area between Gohlis and Leipzig. After a short scuffle with delivery man Müller, in which Karl May slipped a hatchet from under his jacket. Surprise hatchet! Out of fucking nowhere.
I'm not going back.
You can't make me, motherfuckers.
He's
and
getting
they were
up
like,
there.
yes, we can, and we will.
Very, very easily. But he's getting up there. Now he's like assaulting a police officer or attempting to assault a police officer.
The delinquent was overwhelmed by two policemen rushing to the scene and brought to the authority per cabbie. He was sentenced to 4 years and 1 month in prison, where he read much, decided to become a writer himself, and seemed to recover psychologically, released early on November 2nd, 1868. Despite being welcomed home by his family, May felt isolated and alone, began hearing voices again, and soon returned to his criminal ways. The second phase of delinquency was similar to the first in content, though the total material damage was much smaller. So he's gotten worse. He's gotten more. He started off as a bad thief and a bad con man, and he got worse later on in life. That's amazing.
Wait, worse as in like incompetent?
No,
or?
The total material damage was much smaller, so he's worse at thieving.
So incompetent.
Yeah.
He's like, how is that possible? You've been doing it for like 20 years now.
Well,
and
5
you were in,
or something like that.
5, but also you were in prison for 4 years with other criminals.
Talk to them.
Literally, get out of your room.
They wouldn't tell him. They were like, you're so stupid.
No. I bet the criminals were also like, they just gave him fake like advice.
Fake tips, yeah.
They're just
and
like,
he believed it.
Yeah, no, if you like sign your name, like right, they'll never know. If you sign in like invisible ink, what's something, I don't know. I'm not a criminal.
His new spiel was pretending to be a police officer to confiscate counterfeit money from unsuspecting retailers. But he also stole some billiard balls and a horse, among other things.
What? Why the billiard balls?
Why the horse?
Well, the horse makes sense. I mean, that was their only method of transportation.
Ride something.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. But a horse makes sense. That's the equivalent of a car back then.
Right, yeah.
But billiard balls? What are you going to do?
Well,
Chuck
you
them at
gotta
the
run
police?
away with your billiard ball.
And then
from
you
the
let
police
them
with
loose
the
behind
horse.
you, so that they slip the other ones.
That's why.
He's in a fucking Disney cartoon.
You steal a horse so you can get away from the cops
After-
with your billiard balls.
Yeah, but also they made sure to loosen all of the horseshoes.
Yeah. It's like, no!
So they slip on the
Cell phone.
like a banana peels.
They tie them together.
He tied his horseshoes together. His horse laces together.
Well, yeah. He was caught in July 1869, nice, and served another prison sentence from 1870 and 1874. So he went to prison 2 more times.
Oh my god.
This time when he came out, he truly committed to his old intention of becoming a writer and left his life of crime behind once and for all, and wrote the many books he's now mostly remembered for. And that will be part 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow, I this is a lot of fun.
I don't know if I want to know those books, though. It's just like written by a fucking retard.
Clearly. So the thing is, I read like at least 12 Karl May books in my childhood.
Okay.
And most of them hold the fuck up. One of the most amazing things about Karl May is his imagination. Because he never went to the US. He went only very late in his life, he went to the US.
Okay.
But he imagined all of those things, and he read a bunch of reports of other people who traveled there. And he wrote books that then Americans read and were like, what the fuck? Where was he there? Because he described the landscape and the people so accurately.
So he did become a good con man by the end of his life.
Yeah, but in a totally different way, and he became stinking fucking rich. But again, this is stuff that because one of his biggest fans was also Adolf Hitler.
Oh, that's a plot twist I was not expecting. What the fuck? What the
Adolf
fuck?
Hitler was really into his books.
I was about to have respect for this motherfucker a little bit.
Yeah,
even though
because,
he's an
his
idiot.
Jews were like, and then in the valley of the Grand Canyon, as we walk, fuck the Jews. And you're like, huh? Wait a second.
It does
But there is because he generally portrays Native Americans as very, very noble. And
Okay.
No, it's again that white.
And
white
Hitler was like, we'll stripe that.
I was expecting so much worse.
Yeah, no. He again progressive for the time, still stupid now.
Yeah.
Because again, this is a very, very like condensation of what Native Americans are, because there's no single one and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but one of the reasons why the Nazis were cool with Native Americans was because of the Karl May books.
That's really interesting.
Because it was like a propaganda thing that made Native Americans in the eyes of the Germans more noble than the Americans, which is true. Like, it's not wrong.
The Americans are just white people that stole land. I mean, like, that's it's not much to be. But
Pretty much.
What I don't understand is why the Native Americans. What did they do to? Because it doesn't make sense
To
for their.
deserve this existence.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's just what we are.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking.
For their own internal logic, it doesn't make sense, though.
Oh, for the Nazis not
Yeah.
having a logical framework for their thoughts.
For the
and ideas.
master race, you would think they'd at least try to come.
Master race, not master logic race.
Yeah.
Okay, very different.
Wow, that was very clever. Okay, I'm just curious as to how that
again,
even makes
this
sense.
is all stuff we will get to in part
Episode
2
2 or
of
3.
Karl May.
Oh my lord.
I feel.
But part 2 we will do in like a few months. We will do regular stuff in between, and then we will. I mean, Tamas will be back for sure.
We'll be
This
showing
was
Mama,
awesome.
yes.
This was
Previously on the
I have-
Eurocentrist podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, guys, as always, please plug your shit.
This is my show, so
Yeah.
you should go first.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Guest, please.
Pliggity pluggity. That came so unexpected. Where do I look?
Smooth.
This is your
Clearly,
camera.
clearly.
Any of this.
Yeah, okay, there we Hey. So, I'm Tamas Vamos. All my links are probably already in the description if you haven't checked it out yet, but well, check them out because they will be there. I have a show with Paul called Dr. Tinderlove, explaining... Actually, that's not the slogan anymore, really.
Just call it Dr.
Dr. Tinderlove. And a bunch of other stuff coming up on YouTube. So subscribe, follow on Instagram, and come to see me live. Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, come to Vienna. It's a very big deal. This is my show. I mean, all this, it's going to be in the description. You'll see this.
Read the motherfucker.
Yeah.
This great
If you don't know who I am by now, then fuck off. I guess
there will be some men who are like, why is the woman talking again?
yeah,
History is for men.
Want the female?
yeah, because they bark in the comment section. Exactly.
Woof, woof.
There were no women in history.
Who let the history dogs out? Karl May, probably. And then he lied about it.
Well, that would be Karl May to lie about. Guess I'm on the internet. I'm on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm on the internet.
I'm on the internet. You'll see me around.
Yes. And as always, you can support the show by supporting us on Patreon. You can support us directly to coming to our live shows. You can support us by stalking Tamas.
And stalk me as well. You are allowed to do that, but not in real
double
life.
stalk.
Yeah. Triple stalk. You can stalk him too.
Yeah.
We don't have a monopoly on this. You know, you can have some.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Come on. You plug yourself, motherfucker. This is your show too.
No. My wife does that normally.
Okay.
Heyo. All right, guys. No, seriously, thank you so much for being here. As always. Aislinn, we will be back.
We will
be back after you have your break.
We will reconvene.
So will I.
Yes. And
I wanted to quickly say, I feel like I say this every time, but this is my favorite one so far.
This one was amazing.
This one is so. This is my favorite guy so far. Second.
See how fun it is when it's an idiot?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, when he's an interesting idiot. Because the second one is still going to be, and he's not an idiot. Fresh Prince of Liechtenstein.
Fresh Prince of Liechtenstein was our.
He was
number
our
one.
second. Yeah, he's our guy. He's our OG.
Because he was a real guy.
He was a real guy.
He was a real guy who was like nice to people and despite tragedy tried to do things. This guy's just
a fucking idiot, and we love him. He's a himbo king, and we live for that.
Karl, you did good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ben, obviously.
Thank you, Ben.
And all the sources, which are 2 in this case, because there's a ton of research on this guy already, is in the description below, obviously, if you want to read those.
Learn more about our boy Karl.
And
read
obviously give us a review and send this to your friends if you'd like them.
Give us money, support us.
Thank you for the energetic outro, Paul.
Thank you for the
All right, bye guys.
Thank you for the vibes.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.
Bye.